Hello everybody, this is post-editing recap Corbin here, and the video that you are getting ready to watch is me and Jaden's experience with One Piece Film Red. Of course, this is coming out the day after it was released in the States, and being that me and Jaden talked about it on our way to the theater and our way after the theater, right? Pretty much this video is going to be spoken into three sections. This beginning part where I need to clarify a few things. The first part where it's me and Jaden talking about expectations, and our last part, which is our sort of review of the movie. My review of the movie is very spoilery, being that we just saw it. So in case you really don't want to get spoiled, I wouldn't recommend watching the last part of it. I'm going to sum up my thoughts here. Pretty much, if you're a One Piece fan and you are caught up on the manga, go out and watch this movie. It is amazing, right? But if you are like a One Piece fan who's like 100, 500 chapters in, just wait, just finish the story and just watch this. It's a great movie and everything it does, but just to really understand this movie, you need to experience the entire 1,000 chapters, episodes, or whatever it is, and you just really need to know that, right? If you are fine with getting a little bit spoiled, by a little bit I mean entirely spoiled, you can watch this all the way through. But if you don't really want to get spoiled, I'd recommend stopping whenever that second jump cut happens. And yeah, just pretense just before we get started. Again, that last part is very spoilery. If you're a One Piece fan, see this. If you're not caught up One Piece fan, wait a little while. Yeah, back to the regular scheduled programming.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. I don't know how to start this, Jaden. I've got Jaden here with me.
Yep, we are currently en route to the theater to see One Piece Film Red.
Exactly. Today is Friday, what is it, November 4th. The release date here in the States of One Piece Film Red. I am very excited to see this movie. I have read all of One Piece, and I cannot wait to watch this thing, right? I'm bringing Jaden with me. He's never seen any of One Piece, right? So he's got really no reason to come to this, but I wanted to exploit him for content, so that's
Absolutely.
why we're doing this, right? And like I said, we're en route to the movie theater to go watch the movie. We're going to film in our portion whenever we are after we see the movie,
yeah. So,
right? To give our thoughts on it.
For all the sound quality, it is literally us driving. So.
Yes, I am literally driving us to the theater right now. Normally I hold the phone, Jaden's holding the phone now, so that's fun. So pretty much, I've got a few things I just want to tell Jaden about this movie, what to expect and stuff like that before we really go see it, right? Big that he's never seen any bit of One Piece.
The only thing I know from One Piece are the memes. That's it.
Right. So really, I would say there's about 4 things that you really need to know. The first thing is you need to have a general knowledge of the first chapter, right? The first chapter of One Piece pretty much is Luffy getting shaped by this man named Shanks, right? And after you read this, sort of understand why Luffy wants to fulfill his dream and all of this stuff, right? Pretty much, Shanks rarely shows up again, right? This movie is all about Shanks and his daughter, I'm saying that in quotation marks, Shanks' daughter,
okay.
Right? So really, this is a massive movie, and the entire thing of the film Red, Shanks' pirate crew is the red-haired pirates.
Okay.
Right? And like the slash or the D in the movie, that is Shanks' like scar he has on his face, right? So this is just really a big movie in terms of, oh hey, look at that, it's Shanks.
Yep.
Right? Another thing is the power system in One Piece, it is devil fruits. Right? You've got 3 types of devil fruits. You've got a paramecia, which is that sort of whatever you want power, right? You have a zone fruit, which is like an animal-based power, right? And then you have a Logia, which is an elemental-based power, right? That's really all that is there. What was my last thing? The straw hats, there's 10 of them, right? You'll see through this movie. Of course, you probably know who Luffy is. Yep. Right? You know who Zoro is?
Of course I know Zoro.
Green-haired samurai dude, best character in the series. You have Nami.
Okay, she's the hot one.
Yes, or well, don't say that around some people. They'll crucify it, because there's also Robin.
She's also another hot one.
Exactly. You have Usopp.
He's the skeleton guy, right?
No, he's got the long nose.
Okay.
Usopp is long nose. Skeleton guy is Brook. He is actually the ship's musician, and being that this movie is a musical,
okay,
right, I think he may play a bigger part of it, but I don't know. I've not seen this movie, even though it's been out in Japan for a while now. Geez, Sanji, you know who he is?
No.
Chef, yellow hair.
Oh, he's the pervert one.
Yes.
All right.
Chopper, Tony Chopper.
He's the doctor.
Yeah, he's the small animal-looking guy. Frankie,
Nope.
cyborg, big
Nope.
robot dude.
Awesome.
Robin is after that. Then you have Brooke, Jimbei,
Nope.
Fishman. He's
Okay.
a big fish dude. And that's your straw hats. Some of them have devil fruit power, some of them don't. The big weakness to devil fruit powers is that you're an enemy of the sea,
Okay.
right? So you can't move in seawater, right? And then the only other like really big musical aspect of One Piece is Brooke, right? There's a big thing with him and a song called Vink's Sake, right? All about just the backstory of him, right? I'll probably make you listen to Vink's Sake here on our way, being that is a very important song to the lore of One Piece,
Okay.
right? That's really anything. Got any? You ready to see this movie, Jaden?
Sure. I have zero expectations. I expect to not understand much of the movie, but
Dude, I've been watching this trailer every day for like a month now. I am so hyped for this thing. I
will say-
cannot wait.
I have seen some leaks from the Japanese theaters, and the animation does look awesome.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see this. I've not seen anything. I've only seen the official trailers, and I'm honestly just so hyped. This is actually the first One Piece movie I've ever seen. Like really, first piece of One Piece anime content I've ever seen. I've never really messed with it or dabbled with it, so I like genuinely can't wait for this.
Yep.
But so next time you'll hear us, it'll be about, let's see, we're driving to the theater. We got about 10-15 minutes to get to the theater, and yeah, it's gonna be a few hours later after we have seen One Piece film Riddle.
All right. Awesome.
We'll see you guys here in a few. Hello everybody. We just finished watching the One Piece movie and we ran by the bookstore, right? But more importantly, we just finished watching One Piece film Red. Jaden, this may be my favorite work of fiction I've ever seen.
Alright.
Nisekoi is good and all. Like, Dr. Stone is good and all. I'm in the wrong turn lane. Oops. But literally, One Piece film Red was amazing. Now, I think I'm saying that because I'm a One Piece fan. This movie had everything if you are a One Piece fan. It literally... I mean, there are hundreds of characters that just show up. Like, Katakuri shows up. Like, Shanks is actually in the movie. Like, this is a big movie, Jaden.
Yep.
I mean, it's massive. What did you think of the movie?
It was nice eye candy. It looked cool. It sounded cool. And that's about all I have to say, because I had no idea what I was watching, to be completely honest with you.
It was so good. I think Uta's entire backstory and what she means to the world of One Piece was very good. In very spoilery terms, is Uta dead? I think she is.
I don't know if she died or not. I thought she went with, what's his name?
Shanks.
Yeah.
But it was left very ambiguously, right?
Yep.
I mean, this movie was so amazingly good, in my opinion. It had everything I would ever want in a film. It literally had callbacks, hundreds of characters. There was a great fight scene where all of our main Straw Hat characters, they sort of had like a doppelganger in the red-haired pirates. And as a One Piece fan, I will say this again. This movie was peak fiction. I will be buying the Blu-ray of this. I will be buying every part of this movie I can for merchandise. This was a great movie.
All right, so I think the singing was good. I think.
Oh yeah,
well
singing was really good. Uta had a really dark story.
done.
I thought that was very well played out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. As Corbin can tell you, I can recognize voice actors like that, and I got about 4 or 5 this time.
No, it was more than that. I mean, he'd be looking at a kid, like some random filler kid, and he'd be like, who's that? Oh no, that's Coach Ski from JoJo's or whatever.
Yep.
Right? And I'm just standing there like, yeah, dude. But, I mean, we had Akainu show up, we had Kizaru, we had the Gorosei, Katakuri, we had Big Mom, right? Like, we had everybody but Blackbeard and Odin, right? Like, there were no Wano Art people. But in the theater, we went at 1 p.m., right? There were 2 other guys there, right? Obviously One Piece fans, right? A massive thing at the end of the movie. Luffy's in Gear 5. Like, holy crap. Gear 5. And, like, Jane can tell you, I almost stood up and was like, holy shit, Gear 5.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I didn't even know that was going to happen. Like, I didn't know anything about this movie, and just seeing that, it was, like, crazy insane. And then with, like, these two kids were sitting, like, in the back of the theater, we could hear them, like, holy crap, Gear 5, right? I mean, this movie, as a One Piece fan, was amazing. Now, Jaden, I know you're not a One Piece fan and you don't really understand what this movie had to offer. What would you rate it?
Man, I understand the appeal for it because it did look like a celebration of One Piece in a way.
And it truly was. I mean, the entire after credit scene was Uta sort of singing a farewell song in a way, right? But while this was going on, I mean, we got shots of almost every character, people from every arc, right? We saw, like, Iceberg and all of the guys from Water 7, right? I may have been while I was going down to take my trash out, right? But probably Skypiea was shown in there, right? I mean, people on, like, Amazon Lily, I mean, it was everything, right?
So,
and as a One Piece fan, I mean, this movie was amazing. I mean, I think Uta, again, had an amazing story arc inside of it. Really emotional, and I mean, if you're a One Piece fan, you have to watch this movie. I know we already spoiled the entire thing.
Yeah, if you're a One Piece fan that's caught up.
Yes, caught up. Like, we've got our friend Jacob, who was supposed to be going with us. Long story there. But, I think, and I'm going to tell him personally, he's on about chapter 50-ish right now, and I'm going to tell him, dude, if you want to watch this movie, I'm going to buy a DVD of it. I'll lend you the DVD after you finish, or after you're at least have finished Wano. You need to finish Wano, but this movie was great.
Personally, I can't really give a ranking for it, but I enjoyed what I saw. I'm sure I would enjoy it a lot more if I actually read One Piece.
Yeah, you definitely would. Because, like, I can tell you, like, whenever Katakuri first shows up, like, I was like, holy crap, Katakuri! Right? And one more thing, like, the big part of this movie is Shanks, right? One Piece film, Red. And the thing between him and his daughter, Uta, and, like, Shanks has more screen time in this movie than he has in the entirety of the One Piece manga.
Really?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the entire thing about it, is Shanks is not known as a character, right? So, that's just one thing that makes this movie so much more impactful. I mean, Uta has a beautiful story, I think, and yeah, that was One Piece film Red.
Alright.
I think it was great. I don't know about you, Jade, but being that this is the only movie I've seen this year, and the first time I've been to the theater in literal years, that was worth every penny I paid in gas to get there, the 3 books I bought afterwards.
All $12 worth, yeah.
Yeah. That movie was great.
Alright, well,
yeah,
that's all I got to say, really.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to say. I know this wasn't really like a comprehensive review, and being that I'm not going to take my notepad in there and write notes down while I'm watching the movie, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? But as a One Piece fan, this movie was amazing. And yeah, I think this will be Glowplasma231 out.
Alright, see you guys.